Welcome back to our YouTube channel, everybody. As promised, I'm going to give you 5 more of my favorite healthy vegan food swaps. When you don't get selective about your milk, you're looking at like 1, 2, 300 calorie, just like the full sweetened, sugary milks, and really it's just sugar water. What you can do instead is choose something that is unsweetened. Unsweetened is the magic word. This is our favorite unsweetened soy milk. And this is our, well, this is a Market Basket. That's our local. And I got love for this this grocery chain, but it's local. Here, I won't have access to it. But this is called Almond Break. Yeah, it's not Almond Break. That's Market Basket's brand. It's Almond Breeze. But what you do is just be real careful, because again, marketing is tricky. Always look for the word unsweetened, right? And rather than getting something that's sugary, if you'd like to taste the vanilla, for example, you just get vanilla flavored, unsweetened. So unsweetened milk over whatever, chocolatey milk or vanilla milk or whatever. Definitely an easy swap there. I absolutely love this swap. So this is our container of flour, and as you can see, there's still some flour in here. This is our container of gluten, which I have to go back downstairs and grab more out of our 50-pound bag because we love mixing up flour and gluten. Whenever you're baking and you have a recipe that's calling for straight flour, whether it's whole wheat flour or white flour or whatever, instead of using flour only, right, like typical wheat flour, mix it up with wheat gluten. You can do anywhere from you can easily swap out a quarter of the flour that any recipe calls for, and usually up to half of the flour that any recipe calls for without modifying anything else. And the recipe will be just as good, and it will be so much higher in protein. And again, it will be low calorie. So healthy food swap there for sure, and will definitely help you work towards your goals as an athlete. I drink diet soda once in a while. Sometimes I drink diet soda on the regular, but maybe it's not the healthiest thing, right? You know, I don't have any real beef with artificial sweeteners and flavorings and this and that, but if you get too much of that stuff, it's not really the healthiest thing for you. It kind of messes with your gut a little bit. A much healthier option, and one that isn't lighting up your taste buds so you're craving more like hyper palatable stuff, seltzer. That's simple. A little swap like this, diet soda for seltzer. And you can get plain seltzer. The seltzer comes in all kinds of flavors. You could doctor it up on your own. Maybe have one of those soda streams or whatever, and you can make your own bubbly. You know, something that's bubbly that doesn't have artificial flavoring in it is a healthy swap for sure. I love cheese. I absolutely love cheese. This stuff right here, arguably one of my favorite brands, VIOLIFE, especially when it comes to shreds. So good, right? This isn't always the perfect swap, and sometimes it's less than ideal, but nevertheless, it is a good swap to consider. We call this stuff nooch. Now, you might not know what nooch is. Some might not. I'm kind of surprised by how many people have never heard of that term, but it just means nutritional yeast. This stuff is nutty and cheesy and high in B vitamins. Nutritional yeast, and you can pick that up pretty much at any local grocer. You don't even have to go to a specialty store for it, and it gives you a nutty, cheesy like texture. You could put that on top of your vegetables, for example. You can also make a cheesy sauce out of it, which I'm not sure if we have a recipe under our recipes playlist, but I am 110% certain, hint hint, that if you sign up or if you already are a member of our Muscles by Brussels community, that you have access to all of our recipes on our site. And we have a recipe for cheesy sauce. So like, for example, when you're buying those boxes of, say, Daya or Upton's, like a box of cheese, and it comes with the cheesy sauce in a packet, not quite exactly the same, but you can whip up your own cheesy sauce from nutritional yeast, and it's gonna be much higher in protein and not nearly as dense. Healthier swap for sure. I love this swap. Sugar, right? You need sugar. You need sugar to bake with. You need something sweet to bake with. You don't necessarily need sugar. You can swap out the sugar for something like baking stevia. If you don't like the taste of stevia, you can also go for something corn-based, like Swerve or Truvia. You can go for something a little more natural. like applesauce. There's all kinds of ways to sweeten up things when you're baking that are suitable swaps for sugar. And sometimes you want the sugar, but use a little less of it. That's another option. The other thing is, like, you know, whatever else you're sweetening up, like if you're, instead of putting sugar in your coffee, and this one's a pretty obvious one, but it's worth mentioning, you can do some sort of stevia that you can put in your coffee, and they come in all kinds of flavors too. There's a brand called VIOLIFE that makes them like with all kinds of fun flavors. It's liquid stevia extract. Also, I don't have a bag of the powdery stuff. I only have the liquid version here at home. But monk fruit, you can get stuff that is sweetened with monk fruit, or you can sweeten up your own baked goods with monk fruit, and that's pretty good too. Again, all this stuff tastes a little different than like white sugar or brown sugar or whatever, but it still sweetens up your recipe real nice, and it makes it a lot healthier. I got one bonus one for you. Beyond Meat chicken tenders, swap them out with chicken strips. Double the protein. Nah, they're not breaded, but they're still chicken-y like. Or you could do like the dairying chicken, for example. So instead of going for like the breaded chicken nuggets, go for chicken strips, and you literally double the protein, fewer calories too. Or like, I don't have these in front of me at home as well, but you can see right over there, like the Benevolent bacon, for example, or other bacon. You can easily go with our personal favorite. I'm gonna stop this video with this one, because this is one of our tried and true, the Eve's Canadian Bacon. It's like the perfect swap, and it's really, really good to make anything healthier and higher in protein, whether you're swapping it out on your breakfast plate or making a sandwich up with it or something, or what have you. Anyways, hope that you like these healthy vegan food swaps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, keep us in the loop. Let us know what else you want to see us make a video about and what else you want to hear us talk about, and leave some comments below with some of your healthy food swaps.